Welcome to Group First, one of the UK's shiniest and most exciting property development specialists. In the last decade, this bright and bold organisation has turned over more than £1 billion and carved itself a niche as a provider of a unique form of investment to suit virtually any budget, like Man Island, here in Liverpool's Albert Docks. Here are the defining values of Group First. Light, space, fit and finish, quality, imagination, flair, pure design. And this creates an extraordinary building which generates an extraordinary return for investors, but also an extraordinary experience for the people who live here. This is a typical Man Island apartment, and here the split is 50% investors and 50% owner-occupiers. But the traditional property development model of build the building and then disappear, that's not applicable here. Group First own the freehold. They let the building, they manage the building, they employ all the management and support staff, they even clean the windows. This is a company that's all about people, all about creating opportunities, empowering them, providing jobs, employment, making wealth for people, putting things back into the community. This is property development at its purest. Group First also have a large and Catholic collection of commercial properties, hotels, self-storage facilities, business parks and business centres. There are 12 of these across the northwest and another 50 planned in the next 12 years. All of them are sited to prime communication networks and are perfect for virtually any business. And here you are again, more Group First core values embedded in the business centres. It's bright, it's light, it's stylish, it's cutting edge, it's clean, it's affordable. Why wouldn't you want to come and work here? The core value here that really matters to investors and tenants alike is that it is desirable. Simple as that. Ah, I hear you say, wonderful corporate values. But what's in it for me? Well, as an investor, you get a 250-year lease on the property space and then a guaranteed return of 6% for the first 3 years, plus it's all SIPS and SAS approved. So you won't just be beefing up the value and the yield of your pension, you will be providing a lovely working space for all these shiny, happy people. So much better than unit trusts or the stock exchange. And it's hands-off too. All the day-to-day stuff is done by the experienced management teams. All you have to do is sit back and enjoy those really rather impressive returns. And here's a division of Group First that really is shining brightly. Store First, self-storage. Over the last decade, UK self-storage companies have shown the highest growth and yields of any area of the commercial property market. That's why you've seen them springing up all over the place, literally like dandelions after rain. And you can understand why, because 3,750 is all it takes to buy one of these. It is the easiest and most affordable entry into the commercial property market. You get a 250-year lease. In the first 2 years, you get a guaranteed return of 8%. In years 5 and 6, up to 12%. There are upward-only rental reviews. It's all SIPS approved, and there are even breakout clauses every 2 years. Now, in these wicked times, you tell me, how many other investments are there out there that give you an annual growth of 8%? Gold? And here's another bright idea from Group First. You don't need me to tell you that in the UK we have a parking space crisis, but I bet you didn't know that each of us every year spends 6 days looking for a car parking space. And motoring organisations say that by 2030, there are going to be another 39 million cars on the road. So the big question is, where are all those cars going to park? Park First, that's where, another forward-thinking investment idea from Group First. Because here's the thing, as a society, all we want are reasonably priced, friendly, helpful, well-lit, well-managed urban car parks, but we haven't got them. So this has to be an area that's going to grow and grow. All of Park First car parks are in prime city sites, close to shopping centres and business districts. All have 24-hour CCTV, with customer and vehicle safety and security a key value. And as well as shopping and consumer parking, there's space for office and business contract parking too. This is urban parking reinvented, with the usual Group First culture of adding value and excellence. And this is a market where demand handsomely outstrips supply, and there's a guaranteed return of 8% in the first 2 years. This is clever stuff. You could almost call it a concrete investment. So, Group First, a company that's most definitely on a roll. And they're on a roll because they can spot growth areas like car parks, like business centres, like self-storage. And they understand that when it comes to residential build, it's all about that meticulous, heart-stopping attention to detail.